After centuries of slavery in Egypt, the Hebrew people, led by Moses, were finally leaving the land of bondage. Thousands of men, women, and children marched towards freedom, carrying with them the hope of a new life promised by God. Pharaoh, king of Egypt, had initially agreed to let the Hebrews go, but his heart quickly hardened. He regretted his decision and mobilized his powerful army to force them back. The Egyptian army, composed of swift chariots and formidable horsemen, set off in pursuit of the Hebrews. News of this pursuing army quickly spread among the Hebrew people, sowing fear and despair. The Hebrews, having set up camp by the Red Sea, found themselves trapped. Before them, the vast and impassable expanse of the sea. Behind them, the imminent threat of the Egyptian army. Panic spread among the people. They turned to Moses, accusing him of leading them to certain death. "Was it because there were no graves in Egypt that you brought us to die in the wilderness?" they cried out, overwhelmed by fear. But Moses, full of faith, answered the people, "Do not be afraid. Stand firm, and you will see the deliverance the Lord will bring you today." He urged them to trust in God's promise. Moses cried out to the Lord. God answered him, "Why are you crying out to me? Tell the Israelites to move on, and you lift up your staff, stretch out your hand over the sea, and divide it." According to God's command, Moses raised his staff and stretched out his hand over the Red Sea. Then a mighty east wind rose and blew all that night, driving back the waters. The sea was divided, and the bottom appeared, dry ground in the midst of the waters. The Hebrew people began to cross the sea on dry ground, with the towering walls of water on each side acting as protective ramparts. Astonishment and gratitude were visible on their faces. The Egyptian army, seeing this unexpected passage, pursued the Hebrews into the middle of the sea. Their thirst for revenge and determination blinded them. As all the Hebrew people had reached the other shore, the Lord said to Moses, "Stretch out your hand over the sea, so that the waters may flow back over the Egyptians and their chariots and horsemen." Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and at daybreak the sea went back to its place. The waters closed over the chariots and horsemen, over the entire army of Pharaoh that had followed the Israelites into the sea. Not one of Pharaoh's entire army that had followed the Hebrews into the sea survived. Israel saw the great power the Lord displayed against the Egyptians, so the people feared the Lord and put their trust in him and in Moses his servant. Moses and the Israelites sang this song to the Lord. Their voices rose, powerful and joyful, praising God's greatness and his glorious victory over their enemies. Strengthened by this extraordinary experience, the Hebrew people continued their march into the wilderness, knowing that the one who had opened the sea before them would be with them every step of their journey to the Promised Land.
Today, facing challenges that seem insurmountable, remember the story of the Red Sea. Whether it's financial difficulties, relationship problems, career blocks, or personal struggles, remember that God is capable of opening a way where there is none. Take a step of faith. Move forward, even if the solution seems invisible. God knows how to create the unexpected to lead you to freedom.